Hey, welcome to my profile. My name's David Betterman, and a lot of people have been asking for me to share my story, so here it is. I'm originally from Canada. I grew up in Toronto and moved out to the West Coast, British Columbia, and I lived just off of Vancouver Island. I lived on a tiny island called Piers Island, which had like 130 houses around the outside. And an old hippie gave me one day an old sailboat, and this was a sailboat from 1965, and I fixed it up and I moved on and lived on this sailboat, sailing around up the Strait of Georgia in between Vancouver Island and the mainland to all these gorgeous, amazing, beautiful islands. And what's crazy is on the outside, it looked like I was living the dream. I had a business and this beautiful boat, and I'm sailing around all these amazing islands, meeting amazing people. But inside, I really, really suffered. I say that I have a PhD in suffering because most of my life, I just suffered with depression, with anxiety. I felt so alone no matter who I was with. And what's crazy is that I knew that there was this thing called happiness. I saw other people who were happy, and I just didn't know how to get there. I saw other people who were in love, but I didn't know how to feel loved myself. So my life journey actually became studying happiness, studying love, and trying to figure out how to feel better. And ultimately, I sold my sailboat. I became a scuba diving instructor, and I set out to travel the world to find the meaning of life and to find the meaning of happiness. And ultimately, my travels took me to the biblical land of Israel to study the ancient success wisdom of Kabbalah. And that's where I discovered, I remember I was standing on top of an 800-year-old building. I was looking out at a 2,000-year-old wall when I discovered a 3,000-year-old secret that literally changed my life forever. I call that my Matrix moment. That's kind of when all of the pictures and all of the mysteries of life and who we are and how we operate and why we do the things that we do, all of that kind of just came into focus for me. And that's where I created what I now call the personality code, which is the system that I use to help people around the world. And I'll tell you a bit more about that in the next video. Thanks for being here.